Hi class, it's Matt with COMM104 here. Just want to let you know that we have made it to the last week and a half of class. Now, this is going to be kind of an odd schedule this week, so don't freak out about it, but just understand that week 7 runs from Sunday, yesterday, to Saturday, and then week 7.5 goes from Friday to Monday. So there's a little bit of overlap between the weeks. Not a huge deal. Just make sure you kind of pay attention, you have your calendar ready, and you know kind of what to do when. Now, as you're starting to plan out your schedule, all your postings and your assignments for week 7 are going to be due on Saturday. Week 7.5 assignments plus any missing assignments that you have outstanding for the course are all going to be due on Monday or a week from today. After that, I do not accept any late work unless it is a special emergency. So far, no one's had any, which is good, but it means that everything is due on Monday. Now, this week you're going to learn about stress management, reading for information, and anxiety. Stress is a daily part of our lives. We all have it. It can be related to work. It can be related to school, home life. Doesn't matter. It's all around us. And more often than not, we're taking stress from home and taking it to work, and vice versa. We're taking stress from work and we're bringing it home. The challenge here is knowing how to deal with it outside of just bottling it up and hoping it goes away, or just waiting for it all to blow up in one big blow up at some given point in time whenever you've reached your breaking point. You don't want to do either one of those things. Now, there's an interesting video as part of the work this week. Rob Cook, he does a video on stress management. It's a great tool, so make sure you watch it before diving into the discussion this week, because the discussion is going to have a lot to do with that video. The other component of this week is going to be reading for information. This is basically the art of reading a lot of information and identifying what's important and what isn't. This is going to be very critical for you, not just in your professional life, but as you move on here at Bryant Stratton and move on into more of your major courses, things like that. Reading for information is going to be an important skill to have, because you're going to have a lot of stuff to have to absorb, and you're going to have a very short amount of time to do it. So you have to understand whenever you're reading what's important and what's not, and reading for information helps get you there. This week's lesson is going to help you understand the difference between what's important and what isn't, and what you can kind of put in the back of your mind and think about for later. Now, make sure you watch both the video, the lecture, all the materials before you jump into any of the assignments or the discussion this week. And remember that we have 3 things due on Saturday. You have discussion, focusing heavily on the Cook video. You'll have 3 points to address in your initial post. So the expectation is I'm expecting very, very strong initial posts here. So I certainly hope that is what I see. Then you have the ACT Workplace Document Assessment. This is about a 33 question, or at least it was, a 33 question test. You've got 1 attempt, and it's going to measure kind of what you've learned about reading for information. Now, I will say this. Don't worry about your score on this on this assessment, because it will not count against you. If you score badly, it's okay. It's fine. But that leads into our 3rd assignment for the week, and that is the ACT Workplace Documents Reflection. Once you complete the assessment, you reflect on it. There's going to be 4 questions you have to answer in your reflection assignment, so you need to make sure you address all of these questions in your submission. Don't just do 1 or 2 or 3. You have to do all 4, because this is going to be one of those that goes in your e-portfolio for later on down the road. So this is a very, very important assignment, and it's very important that you follow directions, read carefully, and complete it as much as you possibly can. So just make sure you know all that. If you have any questions, don't hesitate. You know my email address. You can email me anytime. And remember, all of your week 7 assignments are due on Saturday. All of your week 7.5 assignments are due on Monday, plus any and all late work that you have will be due on Monday. So good luck. Don't stress. If you follow directions, you should be just fine. But if you do have questions, don't hesitate to let me know. Good luck, and I will see you all in discussion.